say? Guys.
I think you said hello.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Hello, and welcome back to Please Watch Our Podcast. I'm Mitch, together with my co host, Connor,
Hi.
and our special guest, Grant.
Hi.
Uh,
So, Grant, why don't you just give a quick introduction of like who you are, how you know us, kind of thing. Um, like a sentence.
Yeah, sure. My name is Grant Moore. I'm a fellow graduate of where I met Mr. Mitch and Mr. Connor. Um, they're lovely to work with on set, and they invited me to be on their lovely podcast, and I'm very excited to talk about one of my favorite movies.
what is the movie?
Speed Racer, 2008, the Wachowski sisters, formerly brothers.
Mhm. Yeah, that was crazy when I saw that. I found it out like an hour ago. I was like, oh, that's why
Peace
the fighting was so good.
Peace and love. Congratulations to them.
Yeah.
Just very odd coincidence. Or maybe not coincidence, but
Mhm.
I mean,
awesome.
I'm,
I mean,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I feel like they work
I don't
together
know.
very,
It's probably it's a dice roll, but I mean, it can be rolled.
yeah, yeah.
I
I
mean,
think, yeah, yeah. I feel like they also work together very closely, and I feel like they share a lot of things pretty closely.
oh yeah, they've been partners for like pretty well their whole
Yeah.
filmmaking career, I'm pretty sure. And
Yeah.
then I know they have another sister in the family.
Mm.
Um, not sure they're living their best lives and they
Yeah.
made the decisions to be true to themselves, and I have nothing but flowers to give.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I really like this movie. Um, the movie starts with it's kind of odd how the movie starts, and we're gonna hate on it just for the start. Sorry,
Of course.
but like the movie starts with multiple flashbacks as he's racing, so it's a lot happening at once, and then it kind of cuts to the flashback, and it took about 20 minutes to get kind of to the story, and
Mm.
that's like it just took a minute. And that's the only thing that we kind of complained about. The racing already looks sick though.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
All the CGI in the movie, like the green screen, basically everything was a green screen in this movie.
Mm.
There is no, there's like two built sets I counted that they like actively use. One was their house, and then I think one was the train car
I
that in that scene, that was like a physical
The
room that
fit,
they
yeah.
had.
It
Yeah.
was the train car and as well as Royalton's plane. I'm pretty sure those are the
Yes,
only
yes.
physical sets that they.
Because,
Yeah.
which is just insane.
Yeah, totally unheard of at the time. Like, they rented out a studio space in Germany. I think it was Berlin, and they
Mm.
shot the film over like 60 days. So it was
Oh
just like
shit.
go, 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 just filming.
Yeah.
Yeah. I,
And then the transition is at the start, like they really wanted to be loyal to the anime format,
mm,
making the frames in the film look like frames out of the manga. So that's why, and they wanted to make it
okay.
very fluid and try and test this new, not absurdist, but they're very much consumers of art and enjoyers of art, as well as like cubism and postmodernism. So they wanted
Mm,
to incorporate just fluidity and really change the aesthetic of film at the time and not follow the standard status quo, I suppose. So they wanted to have, you can hear my cat here. She's having a fit.
Mm. But yeah,
Yeah,
no,
they
yeah.
just wanted to make something really different and strike home and appeal to a wider audience than they had been with their like V for Vendetta and The Matrix.
Mm.
yeah.
So
They
yeah, yeah. I liked how they I liked how they like basically every time they like changed, it was either something walking in front or a thing flying in front. I liked that. It was different. I thought it was kind of cool.
Mm. It's
I
But
unique
did
in the standard like cut to one frame to cut to the other.
yeah.
yeah.
They get added
It,
just yeah.
it was the whole frame was constantly in motion and changing the
Mm.
entire time. It was really intense.
It can be jarring. Like
Yeah.
critics criticized, well, that's their job. They criticized the film for the heavy use of CGI as well as just breaking from that norm that had been set. And it was hard to follow, and the CGI was like just so jarring and hard to look at times. There are many like frames that are like jump scares when you see them because it's like I'm thinking of the frame when Rex Racer is picking up his younger brother, Speed Racer,
Hmm.
title of the movie, from school, and it cuts to the street and Rex standing by the Mach 4, and it's so bright and
Yeah.
green and red and yellow, and it's just it's like he's a cardboard cutout on a CGI, like he looks like he's on
It's
a soundstage.
it
Yeah.
reminded me a lot of like the Cat in the Hat kind of like where they were definitely there, kinda. Or Spy Kids 3D,
Yeah.
very much
Mm.
of that
Yeah. Because
like computer generated, not quite standing or like
yeah.
moving across the same amount of space as the image is trying to show you.
Yeah.
And then just a little bit off that makes you like, what am I watching? And
When
then you get to the racing.
yeah, racing's sick. It looks so good. I hope
Mm.
people talk positive about how the racing was filmed or no? I don't know.
Oh yeah, I think the racing sequences like the Costa Cristo 5000 and the Grand Prix at the climax of the film, those are like definitely the peaks of the film. Like
Mhm.
Yeah.
people have nothing bad to say. The CGI can be jarring, and then like the rate it looks like a Hot Wheels track that they're racing on. Like a Hot Wheels animated series. What is it? Battle Force 5? They've definitely raced on those tracks.
Yes.
It's so like it's so beyond realism, but you just buy it
It's
because
and
it
they're
looks so
so
awesome. And then
into it. Like every character is
mhm,
like, this is their life. Like, I need to win this.
Mhm.
And it kind of rubs off on you a little
Yeah.
bit.
the
Yeah.
passion behind it, and then just the glow and the aura and the just it's so glossy, and so you can see the cameras shuddering and the people shouting in the crowd and the neon signs and then the roar of a T-180 and oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
It's very, yeah, it's very glossy. I'm trying to think. So yeah, we see him kind of finish this race. You find out a few things. You find out he loves racing. Uh, his family's racers. They're all racers. His brother died.
Which is also their name.
Yeah,
Their
it's in their
family name is
name.
Yeah.
Racer.
Yeah, yeah. It's like
It's in their blood.
it's in their blood. Yeah, but yeah,
I was
no.
really
Yeah,
blown away,
go.
like just surprised by these names. So I looked up, most of them are taken from the original anime
Mhm.
from the 60s. Um, Speed Racer's Japanese name was Ghost dub of the anime, and, and then Pops Racer was
Mhm.
just Pops, and then Mom Racer.
Yeah,
Nice.
Um,
that threw me a little bit when Sparky kept calling her mom. And I was like, oh, that has to be, oh, he's a part of the family.
mm,
Mhm.
It threw me for like, why did they just have an Australian brother? But no, it cleared up after a while.
Yeah, yeah.
It was weird. Her name was just Mum.
Mom.
Mom. Yeah.
Mom was okay. Let's talk about the casting for a second
Okay.
because
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
looked it up and I was blown away. John Goodman.
Yeah, that was,
Susan Sarandon is
yep,
Mom Racer.
yeah.
Jack Shepherd from Lost. Matthew Fox is in this movie. He plays Racer X. Christina Ricci is Trixie. Oh, and then little fun tidbit, the younger version of Trixie that we see at the beginning of the film was Ariel Winter.
Mhm.
That's, yes,
Ariel
I,
Winter, Alex Dunphy from Modern Family.
yes, I clocked that. As soon as I saw that kid, I was like, that's her. And I had to Google it and I felt vindicated.
Mhm.
I'm good at spotting
Modern
child
Family.
actors.
Yeah.
Ayo. Oh.
Yeah. No, the cast is stacked. When I saw John Goodman, I'm like, why is he here? What?
He
Yeah,
did not have to be in this
He
movie.
didn't have to be in this movie. He he kind of low key kind of saved it for me at the start, and then as I went on, I started to love the movie more. But he saved the movie for me at the start. Like I was iffy, but then I saw John Goodman. I'm like, okay, it should
Yeah,
be
true
good.
racer.
John Goodman thought this was worthwhile, so maybe we
Maybe I
should,
should. Yeah.
yeah, invest yourself.
Exactly. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, so he wins the race. He is a few seconds or like a few minutes behind his brother's breaking the record. He didn't break his brother's record. I don't know why.
yeah.
He
Well, he was about to, and
was
then
about
he
to. He chose not
slowed
to though.
down
Yeah.
because I think it's like, oh, it keeps my brother's memory alive kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, maintain the legacy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rex Racer was known as like the greatest driver in the
yeah,
family. I looked up the lore, like
yeah, yeah.
the
The
canon,
lore.
and
Yeah.
Mm.
Pops and Speed both recognize Rex as well as Racer X as like the greatest drivers in the league. And at that point in the film, they still believe, or they believe that Rex has passed away in this horrible crash, and they just want to maintain this like
Hmm.
aura, this
Yeah.
like this
Yeah.
level, this iconinity of
Hmm.
Rex.
Yeah.
hmm Yeah. No, I think it was again beautiful racing scene, and then it kind of. I like how this movie was edited. It was very fast, and that makes sense. But yeah, basically cut to kind of his family all chilling and shit, you know. And then we see a giant helicopter come in. They open the door, and you see this gross CGI world, and it's like, oh. And
Yeah.
then
And you can't hear them because
you
it's the
can't,
plane
yeah,
going.
yeah,
And then once
yeah,
And
they
that
close
was fun.
the door, they can hear perfectly.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sound doesn't travel through doors.
I was like, yeah, yeah.
No, it's not fire.
And that was our introduction to Mr. Royalton of Royalton Industries,
Mm,
the CEO stereotype, the purple suit,
Yeah.
the box of Cuban cigars. He's so suave. Pancakes, ish dashin something. He says pancakes are love.
yeah. And then we see him eat the pancakes.
Very gross, open mouth, like tongue
Yeah,
out, gawking on that pancake.
yeah. People
Yeah.
eating shit creeps me out so bad. I don't know why, but like it does. I ate a little bit of chocolate before we recorded, and the headphones I can hear myself talk. So I heard myself chewing.
Mm-mm.
I was no, it's not it. I hate it. I hate that so much.
Yeah.
My
Imagine having to
torture,
edit your own ASMR.
my torture would be editing someone's ASMR for them. I would. I'm sorry, I can't do that
No.
unless they gave me like $1,000.
Yeah.
I'll
If there
do a
was
lot.
good money, I'll do anything. I
I'll
have
do a
no
lot,
morals.
not anything, but I'll do a lot for $1,000 because $1,000. I'll do quite a bit. Not everything though. I would
Nine
not.
times out of ten, whatever you put on the table and there's $1,000 behind it, like,
Yeah,
what do you need?
yeah. I'm not gonna hurt anyone, but like if someone pulls out their little video camera, send me their clips and like edit my ASMR video, sends me the $1,000, I'll do it.
Mhm.
And that's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I'd kind of be terrified.
Of what? ASMR or
Yeah.
yeah?
It might
That's
awaken something in me.
mm, we don't want to know what that
I
is.
want to keep it shut.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, no. They go to like this giant they go in a plane, which looks cool, right? They go in a
It's
plane.
really cool.
They go in a
It's
plane. Well,
Royalton's plane over to Royalton Industries in the big
yeah.
city. I'm not sure if they clarify what the city's name, just like
They clarified that they were flying low, which I thought was weird. I guess in this world something didn't happen. Or maybe who knows in the future, but who knows?
I wouldn't be surprised if there was like seeing the wide shot of the city as they're coming in on the plane. Like I thought I saw flying cars, and the last
Mm,
time I watched it, like I wouldn't be blown away if they did, because it just seemed like this super advanced cliche city. And
mm,
then no, they just love racing, and racing is the backbone of the entire nation, and this is
yeah.
where the money is made.
Yeah. Is it the entire nation? I thought it was the entire world.
I think the world is.
Like it's one, like they have tracks all over the world because they're going 800 kilometers an hour.
Mhm.
Like, I
The
can't imagine. I guess it's also a story, but I mean, uh,
in my mind, it was how much money the film industry makes just times 100,
hmm
and it's just like Netflix, Prime, Disney,
hmm
like all those big companies having foots in all the camps, but it's racing. And
Mm,
this is where they're dumping money into and tricking and cheating the stock market and stock exchange to benefit their companies through this sport.
yeah,
Like there's so much profit and money, just like the Wolf of Wall Street,
yeah,
but
yeah. You see it, yeah,
racing, racing and candy and bright colors. And
yeah.
yeah. It's also like completely not what we would call racing. Like they're murdering each other. They're straight up like this is a blood sport. The world is run on a blood sport.
Speed
Uh,
Racer has killed people, and then he said, "Get that weak shit off my track."
yes, he was like, yes, he did.
He
He
attempted
fucking
to
murdered that guy.
in the Costa Cristo 5000 when he's going on the second leg of the race when he's going up the windy road and he flipped the snake oiler team like is trying to murder Trixie and push her off a cliff. Speed knocks the car off of Trixie, spins his car around, puts him in the same spot Trixie was, and is getting off on putting his
Yeah,
tire in Snake Oil's face and seeing him piss his pants. And then the announcers are like, "Wow, that's great from Speed Racer. He's really showing his muscle."
just,
This is
huh?
manslaughter.
Yeah. Also, when I was I was in it all the way until the very first Rider X scene. Well, not I was still into it. Like,
Mm.
but when it just threw me for a loop when Rider X showed up in his first scene, and he's driving and he's trying to catch up with the truck. I think it was.
Mm, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Because I don't
the
think it was
truck
a
and
train.
trailer.
I thought it was a train, but yeah, it's like a truck. Um, well, he's trying to catch up, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And then the guns come out, and I was like, okay, I thought this was like about racing, and they're starting to shoot at gangsters and like straight up murder them. Um, that threw me
Yeah,
pretty hard.
Yeah,
yeah.
I caught this on the watch most recently. Racer
Mm.
X was like gunning down the trailer, and then there's this like big like 300 inspired like slow motion montage, saturated colors of like the gangsters jumping and around and falling over. Put blood in there, they're dead. He is
Yeah,
murdering these people, and then he does a big tailspin and then shoots an X into the back of the trailer.
that was hard as shit.
That was so hard. That was some Zorro, like,
Yes.
yeah, yeah, he's got
Yeah,
aura.
yeah.
Yeah, straight aura farming.
But yeah, no, yeah. They go,
Oh,
they're in the giant fucking building, right? And they're talking this shit. The rich bad guy's like, yo, work for us. Speed Racer's like, I'm not gonna do it. I'm better than you.
Yeah.
And
mm,
the guy's like, okay, well, guess what? We'll make you crash. We'll make you lose the race to go to the bigger race,
Yeah.
and we'll wreck your car.
Yeah,
And
they
mm.
blew it up.
yeah, and he's like, you're not gonna do that, right? And then we see it happen.
I love that sequence because he's like, let me give you another history lesson. And then he narrates what's going to happen, which is canon. And you see the events unfolding over that course of that Fuji race, and then him losing, and then talking to Ben Burns, his like childhood hero,
Mhm.
racing Grand Prix winner. And then
Just shows up.
Ben Burns, hey, good racing out there, kid. And then just in the locker room, like I'm
Just
pretty
just who let first off, who let you in? But second off, why?
You know,
I
Why are you here?
I think he just needed like, hey, I'm Ben Burns. You know me, I'm Ben Burns. Four-time Grand Prix winner. You know what I mean? You want a picture? Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sorry, kid.
it was almost like one of those. it felt like one of those moments in like a sports movie when they bring in like an actual cameo from
Yeah.
a sports professional, and it's like the joke is like they just show up and they're a normal person. That's kind of how it felt when he
Mm,
shows up. He's like, "Hey, I'm Ben Burns," but you don't know who this guy is.
mm.
He felt like the joke cameo character, but then wasn't he evil?
I don't think he was evil, but he was definitely a pawn that was being moved by
Yes.
Race Royalton Industries because originally in the 43 Grand Prix, he had won the race. But in reality, that was a great moment for the team and Ben Burns, but then a DNF in 12th place. Um, it's so convoluted and complex, like the monologue that Mr. Royalton has
Yeah.
about like how the the industry is so involved in like they're fixing the races. And this crash from a DNF 12th place nobody actually boosted the price of the team that Ben Burns was driving for, and then countered a buyout, and then the team that DNF'd was able to buy out something and then become the biggest franchise racing team in the WRL, the World Racing League.
Yeah.
And I could be butchering that.
No, no,
Um,
you're hitting all the notes.
I think
Uh,
anyway. And
And
then
then that leads up to the biggest conspiracy of like the buyout between the two companies
yeah,
that's coming up
Royalton
now.
Industries and Togo or Mushi Motors.
Bushi, yeah.
Mm, that's yeah, Tetsuo Togo-kan is a racer and his father is Tojo Togo-kan, I believe. And Togo-kan is trying to stop a buyout from Royalton Industries, so they're trying to win the Casa Cristo
Yep.
5000 to raise their stock price and counter the buyout from Royalton Industries. Um, Turns out, plot twist, after Speed and Racer X help Tetsuo win the Costa Cristo, nearly die. They killed 2 dozen people over the course of 2 days.
Oh, yeah. Just
Three, also, Costa Cristo 5000, it races across three continents. It's 5,000 kilometers, and there's
yeah,
two legs from sunrise until sunset.
Mm.
Where do they pee and poo?
in their pants.
Yeah, they
How
have
many
diapers.
sandwiches did they pack?
They don't eat. They're too fast.
Intravenous.
Like, is there time to stop and have a nap?
No, catheter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Catheter, tube, baggy.
Yeah.
Um, they have they probably just carbo the fuck like load up on calories beforehand.
Because you're not really,
Mm,
Uh,
I mean, aside from like physical, like your mind, you're not really moving that much for your driving.
no, they're
So,
under a
like,
lot of stress in the
yeah,
car.
the G forces that they're
Yeah.
hitting in those cars going 800 kilometers an hour and slowing down to 400 to make a
Yeah.
turn.
yeah,
They said they had to handle up to 4 Gs of force, which is um that's a lot.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just about as much as like a fighter pilot has
Yeah.
to be able to withstand. A little under than that.
Yeah, I think you start to pass out around 5.
Mm.
Like, well, I mean, trained people start to pass out around 5.
Hmm.
Um, we'd probably pass out around like 3.
One.
Uh,
I get up.
one.
I get up too fast and I'll pass out. It's too much motion.
That's so true. Um,
Yeah,
Oh.
and then after the Costa Cristo 5000, turns out Togokan sells his company anyway because Royalton will buy the price at 2 times the value after they've won the Costa Cristo, and
Mm.
then Speed and Racer X are gutted.
Mm.
What was it? Togokan had evidence to take Royalton off the top to prove
yeah,
that he was involved in like these illegal gang affiliations and fixing races. And Togokan was going to reveal this if they won the Casa Cristo. Goes back on his word. Fuck you.
yeah.
Mm.
You nearly died and we saved you so many times. And then
Yeah.
no. Money.
John
Yeah.
Goodman came in there and saved your ass.
Mm.
Yeah, there's an awesome fight scene too. Like a few awesome fight scenes happen in this film, which is they're so good. Um, John
Really,
Goodman, I didn't know I needed to see John Goodman beat people up, fight a ninja.
he fought a ninja.
If you haven't seen the movie, he fights a ninja in it.
He did
So,
fight a ninja.
so
And
yeah,
then he called the ninja a nanja.
that was
And
so
so
good.
ninjas aren't like what they used to be.
Exactly. Yeah. After 2008, they went downhill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Unless you're a turtle, but
Oh my God.
Unless you're a
Um,
what?
oh,
a turtle, a turtle, a ninja turtle, a
Uh,
teenage mutant ninja turtle.
yeah.
You
Okay.
know?
I'm
Okay.
still confused on the relation.
We were talking about how ninjas went down. I said, unless they're a teen, yeah. You made me
Okay.
explain the joke.
Well, I didn't get it, so well.
I'm sure other people got it. Yeah.
oh, speaking of John Goodman fighting people as Pops Racer on the Wikipedia site. Oh God, I wrote it down, but I can't. It said Pops Racer is unmatched in hand-to-hand combat.
Fuck yeah. Let's go. I
Pops Racer whips ass.
I love how you don't know that he's a fucking great fighter until the ninja shows up and has a zoom in on his ring. It's like, oh, okay, yeah. And he
The
beats everyone up.
Greco-Roman
Yeah,
wrestling
yeah,
championship
yeah.
thing. And then the
So
ninja
good.
went, "Oh, oh, oh."
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah.
Oh,
Um,
speaking of the Wikipedia, sorry. Apparently, there was an animal
oh yeah,
cruelty
I wanted
incident.
to bring that up later on, but we can talk about it now.
That's sorry. I was on the plot section just to see where we were. Oh
It
my
has the whole
God.
section on Wikipedia, yeah. Um,
Okay, sorry. Yeah, if you want to bring
abbreviated.
that up.
Well, we can talk about it.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
It 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 is.
Okay. So PETA made allegations against the production of Speed Racer for a violation of animal rights and animal cruelty. And then the American Humane Association validated and said these allegations are true. Turns out during a training session, a trainer well, here, during a training session, the chimpanzee, one of the two chimpanzees that were used in the film, bit the stand-in for Spritle, his like best buddy. Um, and it was unprovoked. Like he just bit the kid, and then the trainer just smacked the chimpanzee.
Shit.
Like just hit
Holy
him.
shit.
And then
Wait, okay. When we were watching the movie, I'm waiting. Like I thought, like I
A
brought up nope.
note moment.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the nope moment. It fucking happened. Holy shit.
yeah,
Damn. I was gonna
Is
say
the kid
something.
okay?
I think so.
Okay, I
Yeah.
It
was gonna
wasn't
say
Because I'm
something.
fucking, when I hear about chimp biting people, it's usually their face is gone.
yeah, their face or their like crotch or something. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Shit.
Well, I
Well,
looked at the film. It uses a an infant chimp. Like it's not a full-grown chimp,
mhm.
so it's still young. It's still like in that adolescent period.
Mm,
It's a puppy. Like you,
Yeah.
puppies are
Yeah.
gonna bite
Chim
sometime.
chim.
yeah.
Chim Chim is just a baby. Um, so yeah, and then there was another case where five piranhas died of unexplained causes.
Piranhas scare me a lot.
I'll tell you the causes. They tried to shoot the piranha scene with five piranhas, realized piranhas don't do the things that they were supposed to do, and then they dump them.
Yeah,
That was a
no.
They
hundred
flushed
percent.
them down the toilet
Yeah.
for sure.
That
Yeah.
was 100%.
There's not one shot of an actual real life piranha in the movie.
No. So it
No,
had to
yeah.
have been them like, here, oh, let's put the meat stick. Maybe they'll do it. And they're like, oh, okay, just
Yeah,
push it
no.
over.
Piranhas are not you can't train a piranha. They're
Piranha actors are notoriously horrible to work with.
exactly, and that's why they're not in Hollywood anymore.
Such divas.
Yeah.
Just eat the
Holy shit.
bones, eat the chicken
Eat
leg.
the yeah, guys, just yeah. Eat the finger. Oh my gosh. So I guess I'm taking Peter's side in this. I don't want to.
Yeah.
Well, you don't smack a fucking chimp and get
You
away
don't.
with it, all
No,
right?
no.
No,
I'm not.
don't put your hands on a monkey, man.
No,
Come
yeah,
on.
No,
no.
they're like us.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
It's one stain on the
I
reputation.
think the
Yeah,
only
It's
ain't no one
stain.
give a fuck about the piranhas.
no.
No, fuck that. You touch a chimpanzee, I'll come for you.
Yeah, no. They're
Call me
so.
Jane Goodall.
I hope that monkey's okay. I wonder, would that monkey still be alive? Chinchilla, would it still be alive?
Probably.
It might be in his late 20s. It might be alive.
Think
A
so. It's
baby in
only been what,
2008? Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
16?
Yeah,
It'd be
16.
sick. Yeah. That's yeah.
Yeah, it's still
Yeah.
alive, probably.
Yeah.
We wish you the best, Chim Chim. Hope you're doing
Yeah.
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
And alternate Chim Chim, who didn't bite someone and didn't get beat, but also worked.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Chim did not get the recognition that Chim Chim did.
Man, I didn't even know about that. I was gonna say later in the pod, I was like, I'm so happy like they had an actual animal involved, but now I'm like, maybe we shouldn't have animals in
No,
movies.
that was no, that's kind of you were so excited about it too.
I was really, yeah. I was like, oh my gosh, they actually
I
have an
loved it.
animal.
Spritle and Chim Chim were honestly, they were some of my favorite parts of the movie.
You know, they carried.
I'm also a child, so that helps. Um, Everyone else, they were all like really serious about racing. He was like, I just want to, where's the sugar, dog?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like, where's the candy?
Where's the
Yeah.
Um,
chocolate covered almonds? Where's the gummy worms?
yeah.
Trying
And
Yeah.
to.
then just robs people.
They could both get on like a little bit of a sugar high, and then they're racing around the fucking race mansion place with Freebird in the background. That's time for this year. Like that could be filmed now if they wanted to.
Like
Yeah,
constantly.
you're so
It was like, yeah, it
examples
was
like
like
the
the
yeah,
airport
yeah.
park thing,
And
if that makes
the
any sense
scientists were
at all.
riding on segways. They must have been going
Yes.
50 clicks an hour going through the halls. Like they were speeding
They
through.
were mowing them down.
Yeah. Mhm.
I love
Honestly.
how just murder's so casual
Mm,
Hmm.
in this universe. Just everyone, as long as you kill someone with a car, it's not a crime.
yeah. I could take that out of concept. I can take that out of concept if I want to now.
It's
Send
okay.
that to someone. Yeah, and see what
I've
happens.
said worse.
You said worse, I
I've said
think.
worse on this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you have.
Don't go back.
I won't go back. We go forward. We don't go back.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't even mean to do that. But anyways, I'm trying to think. The racing when they're going for the desert, it's fucking awesome. The amount of people that this company got, I wrote them down in a list. They have the Elton John people, that's what I called them. And they have the military, and then they have the Vikings. And they're all fucking trying to kill these two people. And Speed Racer's girlfriend is in a pink helicopter. I'm like, fuck yeah, that's her color. She,
Trixie is a fucking boss.
Trixie's
The
the
whole
best.
movie, she's just a badass. Like,
Mhm. And I like how like they're just boyfriend girlfriend. There's no like issues in their relationships. All that matters is cars, and that's great.
Yeah, no, she's very supportive. Like considering like it's literal death sport. Um, sorry, my chair is fucking
No,
up.
you're good. Don't worry.
There we go. Okay. She's very supportive, and then when she finally her last try of basically being like, "Do you really want to do this?" And he's like, "It's the only thing that's ever made sense to me." Like he drops some like deep
mhm.
philosophical shit about like when I'm there, everything makes sense. Like just some total like zealot shit that would kind of unnerve anyone. Um, Just the way he said it, not the words. The words are, yeah. It's
Very
just,
grim and serious speed
yeah.
racer.
He he was like, yeah, this everything makes sense when I'm behind the wheel. Like, my God, man, holy shit.
Mm,
Uh,
He's
yeah,
got next level commitment. I want to be as passionate about something as
real.
Speed Racer is
yeah,
with
I
racing.
also want his talent, though. Yeah, so, someone give me his talent and his passion.
Mhm.
yeah. No, me editing
Some of the
this.
race sequences, he'll be behind the wheel and then just fucking flying past everyone. He's just so un
He just doesn't give a shit.
unabid. Like
He just knows.
he's he
Yes.
just listens to the car and he knows what the
Yeah.
car
Yeah, he stopped
needs.
steering and he started driving.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Oh my God.
But yeah, are we at the final big? I don't team.
Just basically just before, I
Yeah,
think we right after that race we find out Taijo?
yeah. I
Tejo
think you got Tage.
Togokan.
Yes. He was like part of the Mushi,
Yeah,
right?
Mushi Motors. He was
Yeah.
behind the scheme of like selling Mushi and then
Figure that
um
all out. And then from there we go to I think the Grand Prix.
I think so.
Um
Yeah, they get a well, like they have they
yeah.
rebuild the car, right?
They rebuild the
Because
car. Yes.
yeah, there's a
yeah,
moment when Speed is so dejected from this whole like industry rigging races and he just can't win and nothing is for the passion of racing and then
Hmm.
he's about to follow in his brother's footsteps and leave Racer Motors and
Yeah.
go off on his own like Rex and try and do this thing on his own. And then there's this beautiful, beautiful scene with Pop's racer, John Goodman, because at the beginning of the film, you see the same interaction with John Goodman and Rex, and telling Rex, if you leave this house, don't ever come back. And then 10 years later, however long it takes until Speed is of that age and comes to that moment, he's like, I'm not mad. I just have a few things to say before you go. Would you listen to your old man? Every time he says that, it's just like a little pang deep inside my heart. And I just start tearing up a little bit because it's just such beautiful writing. Like we have to avoid a lot of this crappy writing in the movie.
Yeah.
And John
yeah,
Goodman just sells this part so well of like, I can't do this again. I love you, Speed. I love you, my son.
hmm. Oh, it's
Yeah.
good.
There's a
It's
lot
so
of
good.
like genuine, tender, and good moments throughout the film. It's just I can definitely understand how it would be hard to get into those just by like the color scheme, kind of the kitschy nature of the
Mm.
movie, you know what I mean? Um, when someone's named Speed Racer, anytime someone addresses them, it kind of lessens the impact of whatever they're about to say. If that kind of makes any sense. Like, I'm in love with you, Speed.
Yeah, no,
It doesn't hit the exact
yeah,
same as like um but the movie is like the characters are kind of they're very tender
Mm.
and
Despite the ridiculous names, these are very human people and they care for each other and they're so driven by this like family passion for
hmm,
yeah,
racing and they're so tender.
yeah. Like, and they all care for Speed. Like, they want him to do it. Like when he gets the ticket, you, it's kind of funny how they film it. You see them all walk out one by one, and then he's like, "Well," he says something, and his girlfriend's like, "No, we want you to do it." She was in the kitchen too,
Mm.
just waiting for it. It's so good. Kind of funny, but good.
The whole family was there to see Speed win,
yeah,
Yeah,
see Speed get that ticket and go
yeah,
to
and
the
then
final race.
yeah, and
Prove
then
to everybody.
and then they all build it together. Even the monkey's fucking spray painting that car. I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go. But yeah, he does his final. He goes,
He was putting in some monkey business.
yeah, yeah,
Some
yeah, yeah,
that.
yeah. Oh,
ooh,
he was using that monkey wrench
Nice.
Thank
Oh,
you.
I
Thank
love
Nice.
it.
you.
He was yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, no. Final race. He gets there on time. Uh, and shit goes down. Like a lot happens. A
Yeah.
lot happens in this race.
So much happens in like the 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Like it's so beautiful storytelling. Like it's the peak of the movie. It's the best third act I've ever seen in my life. Like everything pays off. The montage as he's going through. I hate Cannonball Taylor. Drop a comment if you fucking hate Cannonball Taylor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dro- Hashtag Buck Cannonball Taylor.
Yeah.
We'll put in the tags of
Five-time
the video.
Yeah.
WRL champ. Fuck you. You're a cheater.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
He
like
is
Speed
a
Racer's
little
fucking
pussy.
smart. He sees a camera and he's like, I'm gonna fucking flip us so everyone sees you're a fucking cheater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty dope.
The
Fucking
Except
speeder hook.
it then pretty much almost immediately like murders him.
yeah. Well, like he
Um
goes into bubbles.
yeah, but I mean he does the reveal and then that just kind of ends up somehow like detaching it and making the guy die. I can't quite remember the thing, but that
He
is
goes into a
essentially what
little, he
happened.
goes, like the marble work, like the marbles when you played with marble works.
Yeah.
He goes into
He
like a
turned
little
into
hole. Yeah.
a soap ball and then he just rolled
He go, yeah,
around
yeah,
and went
yeah, yeah.
down the
Yeah, yeah,
drain.
yeah, yeah.
So I don't know if he died. He might be
Oh,
alive.
he's dead. Dude, did you see anyone whose car blew up or disappeared show
No,
back up later in the movie?
no,
Okay, well, there's one clear example, but I mean, um,
but he might be. But yeah, no.
but like, dude, that triple plot twist with
I no,
Rex.
yeah.
So
Um,
we're gonna learn right about now in the story where we're at. Somehow after like an hour we've gotten to the end of the movie but we got to the end. They finished the Grand Prix. Cannonball Taylor
yeah.
kaputs. um
Speed's like, I need to feel the car, and that's how the
Mm,
car
the
works.
car is
yeah,
gone kaput. There's
Yeah,
the fuel injector, carbonator, sticky up or whatever is busted.
yeah,
And then
he's
he's
the accelerator generator. It's future nonsense, but
the
it's
Bernoulli converginator
yeah.
is not working. And he needs to listen to the car like Rex told him to do. And
yeah. He
he's
fucking did
just
it.
like feeling the steering wheel, like rubbing the dash.
Yeah, no, he
What do you
was
mean, baby?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, reaches in for the trying to figure out where the latches are.
And then
He's just
and then
shifting over and over again.
yeah. He wins though,
just
right?
has
Yeah.
the car in neutral and he's just like throwing around the gear stick.
What do you
Uh,
need, girl? What do you need?
mm,
Oh my God.
And
Yes.
then he drops it into fifth and then it comes.
Oh.
yeah, yeah.
It was honestly, I remember watching that scene and goosebumps. Goosebumps.
Yeah,
The crowd pop when he got started again and did the two donuts before he went off. Dude,
yeah,
chills.
Dude, I think car ignition scenes, because this, when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, that was almost just as good as like the Batman when he's like building that intensity and then it pays off with the ignition and then they go, yeah.
yeah,
Something
yeah.
about those kinds of scenes fucking does it for me. I don't know. I'm not even a car guy.
No, yeah,
You
yeah.
don't need to be.
No, yeah.
It's universal.
Magic of cinema, everyone. Whoa. But yeah, how
And
far
then
behind is he? He's able to get
He
up pretty.
he he was like 12 places behind and he's just
He
all the
was
way
Yeah.
dead
through.
last and like probably 30 seconds behind the last car.
Yeah.
And he wins. He wins that warm milk.
Just dusts everybody.
I
He just
guess he's
starts
just all only in fifth gear. I don't, but he's also a fucking speed racer.
Yeah, yeah.
So
It works. Him and the car are one now.
true. They did meld. They did meld.
Yeah, so I think that's
just
my thing. That's my little theory. They became
he's
one, and
just
the car's
slamming it in
like, what?
he's just slamming it in fifth and like mashing the A jump button through all the traffic and spinning and
Yeah,
Oh, he really is.
murders three other people before he hits the finish line.
yeah. All for
Yeah, I shoot my
fucking
buzz
warm
saws at
milk.
people.
Warm
Mm.
milk?
Yeah, because I can't do champagne. It's like a kids. It's a for kids movie. So yes,
A little glass
There,
jar of milk.
yeah. There's
which
so,
is revolting. Like milk, sure, but milk under like hot ass studio lights and probably a hot tarmac. Um, and I'm sweaty.
yeah.
You
He
give me
Mm.
a glass of milk, I'll probably sip that and throw up immediately.
like Speed Racer. He took like one sip, and then he gave it to Sparky, and you see Sparky just go. I'm like,
Like downs half of it. I wonder
yeah.
how
I'm
many
like,
takes they did of that.
that's disgusting. Like, ugh. But yeah, no, he
Milk's
wins,
good.
He wins
and
the big one and
we
proves.
find the fucking. I love the twist that his brother, who we thought was dead,
Yeah.
and he was told he was dead.
Yeah,
He's not
buy
dead.
that guy. Buy
By
the
the guy,
guy.
yeah,
He was like, let's be certain here. You're my brother. You drive just like Rex. And then not Rex, who is Rex, we'll get to that, goes, no, your brother's dead. Like,
wink.
please don't no wink.
No wink,
No
yo,
wink. He had no he wasn't made no intonation that like I assume it was his way of well, I mean, we know that it was his way of trying to protect Speed because he's like, he doesn't want him to do the same things he's doing because it's just as dangerous, even worse. Um, blah, blah, blah. But it was pretty funny because we're like, oh, it's not him. Like, obviously, it's a totally different dude. Cut to the end of the movie. We learn he went under facial reconstruction surgery just to fool, apparently, adjust his family or everyone else.
yeah,
But he also wears a mask all the time. So, what was the point of the reconstruction if you're also wearing the mask to hide your identity?
yeah. No, I texted Grant. I'm like, oh, the brother is dead, and then like 5 minutes later, I'm like, oh shit, that's kind of. It's not dumb. I like the twist in the twist. I'm
No,
like, kind of like, it's
it
fucking good.
it's it's it's
Mhm.
it's kind of funny.
Yeah. I just love how they I love how they show the surgery happening to him like in it's like one thing you see him blow up his car, another thing you see him go under surgery, and the next one he puts on his helmet. I'm like, oh, it's good. I
Oh
like it.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just like you're torturing this kid, man.
Yeah, no.
Just tell him. Just tell
Gaslight.
him.
Gaslight.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then Inspector Detector
Yeah.
asks him, "Do you want to join the family at the at Park Ferme at like the Racers at Winner's Lane?" I was like, "Do you want to go join them? Do you think you ever made a mistake not telling them?" He's like, "Well, if I did, it's a mistake I'll have to live with." That's not a solution.
No.
You can easily solve this problem that you put yourself in.
It's gonna be fucking odd. Eventually, if he tells his family, Pop's gonna be like, why the fuck did you change your face?
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. He's gonna come back to the family reunion and be like, no, it's me, Rex. I'm like, what the fuck did you do? I made myself hotter.
True, true
This
though.
had nothing to do with identity. I just really wanted this.
Yeah.
I think it was like the Spider-Man thing, like you can't tell his family or else he'll be putting them in danger.
Mm.
It
Yes.
was the gangs and the industry hitmen people that were going after him. So he changed his face so they thought Rex was dead, and then there was no affiliation with the Racer family.
Yeah.
I think that's the reason. It's
Hmm.
not a
Which
good
is
enough
which is
reason,
kind of funny considering that his new ex, which technically has his family name in the name.
You just removed like one letter and then switched it around.
Nice.
Yeah, no, but I mean, yeah, he literally puts his surname as in his name. And he's like, no one's gonna figure this shit out.
Yeah.
No one's gonna figure this shit out.
But like they did. His brother's like,
I'm sick.
you're Rex. Like, no, I'm not. Different person.
Well, that's because he knew
Yeah,
how
they
he
made such a good
drove.
team on the
Yeah.
I don't
track
think anyone
together
else
that
could have
they
figured that out.
Mm.
I don't think anyone else could have figured that out except
Right.
for Speed, was kind of the point.
Yeah.
Um,
But no, I love the
he
movie.
just knows his brother the
Yeah.
most.
Yeah. I love this movie.
Yeah.
The start of it, again, a little
Yeah.
rocky. Get through
I'm
it.
glad you guys enjoyed it.
Get through the start and you're good. You're enjoy it a lot.
You have to pay attention to the start, though.
Yes.
It's one of those, you're there for, you have to really pay attention for 20 minutes and kind of just get bombarded with images. And then you're like, okay, I got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, the shots in the movie when um, it's true.
Yeah, like some of
Mm,
the other CGI
yeah,
scenes are just hard to look at if it's not on the track. The track, you can suspend your disbelief and it looks cool
yeah,
instead of like a CGI laboratory
yeah.
with people on segways and like
Mhm.
kids covered in candy shit.
Like
Like,
it doesn't really. I don't know. I think both me and Connor said the same thing. This needs to be remade.
Yeah.
Like
Same
I think
director. Same
I
directors.
I think no, I mean like a shot for shot remake, but they could do so or maybe like a whole new story. Just like just do another Speed Racer is what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Um just with the modern CG
It will be
with the
much, yeah.
racing, it would be so cool to see like actual like a really kind of in-depth like proper in-depth look into how he's driving those cars and like moving them around from like we
mm,
from a standpoint where they couldn't really do that in 2008. We can do that now. Like we could
Mhm.
easily have whole sets and tracks just huge like CG pieces that I think would really serve the that kind of action that they were trying to go for in the first place. I
mm.
think
I think it would, yeah, like what you said. I think it would resonate with like today's audiences because we're more accustomed to like the CGI sound stages, like the Marvel and like just looking at people
Mhm.
behind a green screen. Like
Mhm.
we can suspend our disbelief. And also the technology is so much better nowadays that you
Yeah.
can just
Yeah.
put that aside and just be right in the film.
Yeah.
Um,
The racing looked sick in this movie. I'm very excited to see if they can make it look sicker in the future. Yeah.
mm.
Yeah,
I would
Yeah.
love to know if they have any other like remakes or a sequel in plans. I don't believe so.
Nah.
Um, I
they they have to do like a Cars where he's the old man teaching the young guy.
Like his brother or
Ooh. Teaching
Yeah, like a
Spritle,
yeah, yeah,
Spritle in the
yeah.
yeah.
Mach 7.
She's teaching Chip Chip.
But this chimp is completely CGI. Not a real chimp at all. Completely CGI. No, we're not doing that again.
No,
Like
no,
the
it's
Planet of the Apes
Andy
chimps.
Circus. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Andy
It's
They can do
Caesar.
that now. They can do that now. But yeah,
Holy shit.
yeah.
Andy Circus Speed Racer.
Yeah. It's like the monkey movie with the guy. They made a monkey movie about like a singer. I
Oh,
forget the name.
Robbie Williams. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's that, but he's in a car. Yeah.
That would hit so good.
Yeah. Okay. We do little ratings. You don't have
Yeah.
to do a rating if you don't want to. Mitch, do you want me to go first?
Yeah. Connor kind of does like a little letterbox review. I
Because I'm
do a 1 out of
quirky.
5 objects from said movie kind of
Yeah.
Okay.
rating.
Yeah. So again, first 20 minutes, you just got to get through it and then enjoy the movie. Everyone is giving it, they're all, the racing looks fucking sick. It got me, I might look into F1. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, would like a remake. Okay, you can go, Mitch.
Okay. I really enjoyed the movie. I though I would say, and I really enjoyed the honestly some of the acting. It's very weird. It kind of jumps from very tender, like actual human moments to very cartoonishly like comic booky. Um, and like it's the same character. We'll do like jump back and forth between those two things. And it's like, okay, those are like kind of funny lines, but then there's like some genuinely like cool, inspirational, grounded human moments in the movie. So I really kind of enjoyed the acting. So I'm gonna give it, I'm gonna give it like a 3.4. Oh, 3.4 abused chimps out of 5.
There we go. Yeah. Okay.
Um, yeah, like I said at the beginning of the podcast, it's one of the films that I hold very near and dear to my heart since I was a young child. Like seeing the cover art for the DVD was like this
Yeah.
transcendental moment in my very young life. So I can only have so much love for this film. Now that I've grown up, I see the errors in the screenplay and the overused CGI for some moments. Um, but I don't think that takes away from the greatness of this film and the heart behind it and what the Wachowskis were going for. And like I would agree with Connor, I would love to see a remake or a sequel to this nowadays. Um, and yeah, I would give it 720 miles per hour out of 800.
Nice. Nice. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
I
Do
would
you
give five fifth gears out of
Yeah.
five.
I'll give her 5 of those.
Yeah. Do
Uh,
we do you want us to put your little information like where we can find you down below or no? Up to you.
yeah, sure. I'm
Okay.
underscore Grant Moore underscore on Instagram. That's pretty well the only social media I really keep up with.
Yeah.
Check out my play that's going on stage
hmm
February 26th to March 15th. It's at Ottawa Little Theater. We're doing Shawshank Redemption. It's going to be a
Yeah.
good show.
Yeah. And if you
Yeah,
found out about the play through us, tell Grant that.
tell me that.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
love to hear that, and I will give you a big kiss on the forehead when you do.
Nice. Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
That's it, team. You guys can find us on TikTok, Instagram at Please Watch Our Podcast. We have an email. If you want to email us a movie recommendation, we'll probably watch it. It is at Please Watch Our Podcast at gmail.com. And that's it.
Thank
Something else for me to
you.
say.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you,
Please watch
Grant.
their podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, please watch our
Please
podcast.
watch their podcast.
Thank you.
Yeah. You get the joke now. Thank you.
Please watch it.
Yeah. Bye, guys. Please watch our podcast.
Watch our
Bye.
podcast.
Please watch our podcast.